Hey friends, welcome back. All right, here with another tutorial, and we're going to do the double crochet. Now, if you have seen enough of my tutorials, you should know how to basically create a chain. So if we were to do a pattern, for example, the pattern would read chain 20 stitches, and this is what they mean. All right, so a chain 20. Remember, we're going to go back horizontal. For a double crochet, and also that's abbreviated DC when you're doing the patterns, you're going to enter into the fourth chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to yarn over, insert, yarn over again, move this closer, pull through. You will now have 3 loops on your crochet hook. Okay? Yarn over, pull through 2, pull up. Now you have two loops on your crochet hook. Yarn over again, pull through the remaining 2. Now if you notice here, remember we skipped those 3 and entered into the 4th chain. That will correspond to the height of the stitch. Some patterns count this as a stitch, some do not, but this is the stitch we just made, okay? Try not to confuse you all. And then also remember, when we move into the next stitch, we're going here. This is already complete. Your next stitch will go, there we go, we'll go here. So we're going to do that again. Yarn over, insert. Please don't make your rows too tight. Look at what I'm doing. Yarn over again, pull through. You should have 3 loops on your crochet hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay? Don't stretch it out too much, y'all. If you need to correct yourself, stretch it back. Go horizontal, stretch it out so you can see your stitches, okay? Make sure you're not twisting and doing this kind of thing and grabbing and upside down, everything like that. Try to make sure your thumb, remember how I taught you in the other videos? Make sure your thumb is kind of guiding you to the next stitch. Do it again. Yarn over, insert, pull up 3, go through the first 2, go through the last 2. Again, yarn over, insert into your chain, pull up 3, yarn over again, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. The next stitch, yarn over. So just a bunch of repetitive muscle memory sequences here, right? So again, you should also start to look like this. Those are your double crochets. Notice that these are taller than your half double crochets and your single crochets. I will say for a lot of garments, these are very popular stitches because they do move a little faster and are taller. So you're not crocheting for a long time. Let me be honest. It's one of my preferred stitches. Now I am going a little fast because I want to get to the end of this row before it times out. Okay. Again, yarn over. There we go. Let me release a little bit of yarn here. Also, don't forget how you're holding. Remember, we're here. Okay. Check your posture, everybody. At this point, you guys should start being very comfortable with what you're doing. Pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, yarn over. Insert, yarn over again, pull up 3 loops on your crochet hook. Pull through 2. Now you have 2 loops left. Yarn over, pull through those last 2. Again, yarn over. All right, pull through 2, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert into the chain. Hope I said that last time. Okay, now, I'm making good time. I'm going to go a little fast because I want you guys to see the next row also. And once we get to the end, because I know I see a lot of people struggling on the end. If you get a good rhythm going, good for you. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. If you got to say that every time as you are working, it is okay. Again, this last one seems to mess a lot of people up. Go through this little knot right here. Don't mess with it. Okay. And also remember, when you're doing your knot in the beginning, don't make it too tight, because that makes your last stitch often a little wonky. We're going to chain 3. All right. We're going to turn our work. In some patterns, some people say chain 3, some people say chain 2 to get the desired height. I'm going to do a chain 3 just to make it a little bit looser. This is the front side. I'm trying to do this all in one video, y'all, but this is the front side. Okay. This is the back side. And don't forget too, if you have a desired length of an item that you want, remember, you're going to add 3 at the end. It's a little bit of math involved in crochet. Okay. So if you were doing a blanket, add 3, because you're going to skip the 3 stitches and enter into the 4th. Remember we did that? All right. Just want to make sure everybody's understanding. Here we did the chain 3. Oops. And I made a mistake there. There we go. That's right. We're going to turn. Pull a little bit more yarn. Remember not to hold everything too tight. You are still learning. Sit up. Yarn over. We're going to go into this little space right here. Boop. Pull up a loop. There should be 3. Oop, let me undo that. There will be 3 again. Yarn over. Pull through 2. Yarn over. Pull through 2. And as I told you all before, you're going up under the V's. Do y'all see the V there? You're going up under the V's. Pull under 2 and 2. Yarn over under those V's of that first row, of that last row. Yarn over, pull up 3, 2, 2. Yarn over into the chain or into your pattern at this point. Pull up 3 loops, 2, 2. All right, I'm gonna go a little faster now. You all keep staying. Go in, pull up 2, pull up 2. I want to get to that last one, so I'm gonna go a little quicker because I want to make sure I show you all what you need to do. All right. Bless you, baby. My baby's over here having reverse coughs. If you are a Yorkie owner, then you are all too familiar with the drinking water too fast reverse cough. Okay. And I just want to show you guys this really quickly. 3 in. You don't forget, don't be afraid to use your hand, your finger there to guide you. Use your thumb to guide you. All right. To hold the stitch in place. So here, I see a lot of people messing up here. You have a stitch here and you have a stitch here. This is the top of that chain 3 that those 3 stitches that we missed, or the chain 3. Here, we're gonna do a double crochet, yarn over. Now you may have to, again, wiggle it with your hand. Boop. And if you even got to turn it sideways, you may have to turn it. Okay. Grab that V, yarn over. Boop. 2 and 2. There we go. Okay. Chain 3. And again. But now, that's what your end should look like. And this is your double crochet. Y'all message me below if you have any questions. And leave a comment. Like and obviously subscribe or whatever. Thank you. Bye.